And this brings us to our last part, which is conjunctions. And these are very esoteric, which means very kind of specific little characters. Um, their function is to, just like prepositions explain relationships between nouns, prepositions explain relationships between parts of a sentence. So let's start with a sentence. Jay ate a whole pizza. I guess he was very hungry. And let's put a period there. So Jay ate a whole pizza. There's our sentence here. There's no preposition, but there's a noun. There are two nouns. We have Jay, which is a proper noun, and pizza, which is a common noun, and whole, which is an adjective. And then ate, which is a verb. So there's our sentence. But let's say we wanted to add something to it. Maybe he ate the pizza. Let's make this into a comma. Put that there. But Jay was still hungry. And of course, we wouldn't really repeat Jay. Instead, we'd probably say he. Because we want to use a pronoun to, so we don't repeat ourselves. So Jay ate a whole pizza, but he was still hungry. Now, this but lets us know that we don't expect him to still be hungry, because he just ate a whole pizza. So he should not be hungry. He should be pretty well done, but he's still hungry. We could use the word yet as well, because yet means just about the same thing as but. And that still makes perfect sense. Now, does it work if we use the word so? See, this doesn't really work. Jay ate a whole pizza, so he was still hungry. That relationship is not clear, and it's not correct. So we could not use the word so here. We could use the word and, but that's quite different than the word but. You see, but implies a connection between he was still hungry and Jay ate a whole pizza. And just sticks them together like glue. It doesn't do much. So, and then of course we need a period to indicate the end of sentence. So there's one example. Let's try another one here. Let's say Esmeralda went to the store. Again, by itself, a perfectly good sentence. Esmeralda went to the store. You can imagine that. Esmeralda goes out of her house, puts on a jacket, walks to the store. But we want to put something else in this sentence, so let's put that over there, and let's get a comma. In these you don't always need a comma, but we're making compound sentences, so we will. And let's repeat Esmeralda, because she's still our actress. But we're going to change it to she. We're going to have a little space here. She bought a cake. And then we're going to put our period. So we need to think about which of these words, for and nor, but, or, yet, so, is going to work out best. We could try so. Esmeralda went to the store, so she bought a cake. This would only make sense if by some legislation you were required to purchase cakes at the store. So that maybe doesn't work. Maybe and here would be a little bit better, because while these two parts of these two sentences, she bought a cake, Esmeralda went to the store, actually they're clauses now, while they are connected, it's not exactly an explicit connection. They're connected by chronology and not much else. Because we could also take out bought a cake, and then we could change she took a walk. Esmeralda went to the store, and she took a walk. These are two things that Esmeralda did. Probably the walk came after the store, but, and doesn't really tell us much. This doesn't work. But she took a walk. That doesn't really make any sense, so we put that away. Or is possible. This says that one of these happened, but not both. Either Esmeralda went to the store, or she took a walk. We don't know which. So conjunctions have a lot of power in changing meanings of all the words around them. So you have to be very, very careful when you're using them. Okay. Let's get rid of these. Save my commas. And let's use Jorge. Jorge ran 15 miles. Period. That's a good run. 15 miles. It's more than a half marathon. And I imagine that. So Jorge ran 15 miles. Good sentence. Subject, predicate, verb, couple nouns, everything's good. But we can also say Jorge ran 15 miles. Jorge slept soundly. Two sentences that there's clearly going to be a connection here, so we can smush them together into one. So let's get rid of that period, drop in a comma, and just move all this up here. Get rid of that. Jorge ran 15 miles, comma, Jorge slept soundly. Now this is not going to work. We need to put in our conjunction. Which one of these do you think would be best? I'll pause for a second. If you said so, you're absolutely right. Jorge ran 15 miles, so Jorge slept soundly. But of course we're going to want to change that to he. Make it a pronoun, so we're not repeating the same name twice in one sentence. Alright, that's a quick overview of prepositions with houses and bears and tigers and ponds and trees, and conjunctions with all these things apparently as well. And conjunctions with for, and, nor, but, or, yet, so, and there are other conjunctions as well. This is not a definitive list, it's a place to start. And these act like glue for sentences. So if you have any questions, you can watch the video again, you can ask your teacher, or you can look for some other resources in your textbook that will give you examples of how to use all of these things. Thank you very much.